Hi again, everybody. We welcome you here to Mariemont High School as we are talking boys lacrosse with the head coach, Steve Peterson here. And Coach, congratulations so far on the start to the season so far. 8-2, 2-0 in conference. That's a very nice start. Let's talk a little bit about your season so far.
Yeah, we've got a good start going and have some strong players. 11 seniors and guys that are used to winning state titles, and that's what we want to do.
You got the bar set very high here, too. So, I mean, it's not just to get to a winning record. I mean, you're playing for state championships each and every year.
Absolutely, 100%. Mariemont Lacrosse is about championships, and we want to bring a JV City championship back to Mariemont and another state title as well.
I mean, and from what I understand, it starts when these kids are little. So you've got them. You've been around these young men now, but since they were little kids when they were first picking up a stick.
As a matter of fact, these kids have all been playing together 10 or 11 years,
Wow.
but Mariemont made it a varsity sport when these kids were born 18 years ago. So it's kind of funny that the 18th birthday of Mariemont Lacrosse is also the same birthday as these 18-year-old seniors.
That is kind of ironic, yeah.
And so that's a special year for us. In that Coach Harden has been with us since '07. He's fighting his battle, and the boys have really dedicated this season to Coach Harden and also to bringing another championship back to Mariemont. So that's what it's all about right now.
And you've still got his mind, his lacrosse mind.
Oh, sharp as a tack. Yeah, he's sharp as a tack, as funny as ever. And he gets around pretty good on that scooter.
That I want to see. We almost need to get some video of that just to watch that around. But
yeah.
It's so good. It's an inspirational story, I'm sure, for some of these young men, too, to see a little bit about life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sports is about life and the lessons that we learn, the responsibilities that it takes to be a good team member, as well as being a good captain. And the captain set some pretty strong goals for the team this year. They did it through the goal-setting process that they led, and I'm very proud of our captains.
Well, as a matter of fact, you gave me a copy. I've got a copy here of the goals that they set. So let's talk a little bit about them. First and foremost, state championship, JV City championship. You kind of mentioned that already, but again, you might as well go for the best.
Goes without saying. Yeah, we're looking to prepare ourselves in the regular season. It's not really about the regular season record. It's about getting better every day in every game and learning from what happens every game.
Well, and we'll get to these goals again here in a second. Talk a little bit about the regular season so far. I mean, some of the wins, 8-2, 2-0 in conference. Any win bigger than the other to this point of the season?
We always love beating Moeller. Moeller's a fun team to beat with 180 boys at Mariemont compared to their boys who have special training, et cetera, et cetera. It's nice to put a licking on Moeller, and I say that with a lot of pride. The boys' favorite win, though, probably was Indian Hill last Friday night, where we put a running clock on them, 16-4. It's very nice to beat the boys up on the hill.
Yeah.
And then Wyoming was Monday. It's tough to beat Wyoming in any sport, but we beat them 14-4 quite handily. So the big three rivals are really nice wins.
And again, 10 games now into the season, so there's still a lot more to do. Let's get back to this. Win out the rest of the season. That's one of those goals.
That's what it takes. If we want to win the state title, we can't really lose. We can lose in the regular season, but we'd really prefer not to. We just want to make winning a habit.
That whole process of getting to that end result.
Right, exactly.
So, win ground balls in every game. So,
well, ground balls are the key indicator. Like in every sport, there's key indicators. In baseball, it's errors. In basketball, it's making your layups. In lacrosse, it's possession. So a ground ball is a possession. If you have the ball, the opponent can't score on you. So it's very important to win ground balls. It's also an indication of toughness.
Sure.
And our ground balls this year are, I believe they're 360 to 260. So we're besting our opponents in every game.
That's a great goal to have and to get to as well. Best conditioned team.
Oh, the heat is our friend. That's our motto. The hotter it gets. And the other thing we always said about this team and in men in general is a strong man can do 80 push-ups. And so the ability to sit there and do 80 push-ups before we start practice, after we warm up, is a goal. I believe the count right now is 59. So as we graduate through the season, we want to get to 80 at the end. So before every practice, we're doing 80 push-ups. Every man's doing 80 push-ups.
Does that include coach?
Well, it includes one of our coaches, that's for sure.
You've done your time.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be able to do that, but we've got one guy, Coach Long, who's a real animal. He could probably do 180 push-ups.
Man, better him. So meet 12, the quota of 12 goals per game.
Yeah, if you get 12 goals in any lacrosse game, you're going to be in any game. So you have to score 3 goals a quarter if you want to stay in every game. So that's our goal.
You got offensive goals, defensive goals. When you go down the list, how many of these are you able to check off now? And
well, you know, the boys know that goals have to be realistic but challenging, and they have to be measurable. So that's why they set the goals the way they did. Because, like for example, 25 shots per game. I know against Wyoming we had 68 shots. So I mean, we bested our goal. But the main thing about measurable goals is, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. But if you have goals, you have a target to shoot for.
Absolutely. So talk about a few of the individual players, namely the captains. Every year you have leaders that you need to kind of lean on.
Unbelievable. I would have to say a 2-time captain and strong leader is Charlie Cowart. Charlie Cowart has been starting varsity since a freshman, his freshman year. He's one of our captains, but he was the junior captain last year. And we added 4 senior captains this year, all of which are state champions, and they're all starters. I can honestly probably say the next most important player is our goalie, because a goalie can't win a game, but they can prevent a loss. And then the next most important are our 2 attackmen, and our goalie is Hunter Ripatella. But Braden Bortz and Josh McClory are attackmen, and you can't win if you don't score goals, and that's their job. And then Wally Rennie is a strong multi-sport athlete going to play lacrosse or play football in college. He's sort of the quarterback of our midfield, and he's got a laser shot, and he's really the leading scorer on our midfield. Those are our 5 captains.
And certainly not to highlight anybody more than the other. Your captain's kind of, again, the leaders of the team. But 8-2 at this point of the year, obviously you got the full team effort going.
Yeah, we do. And the other important position, which I would be remiss in not mentioning, is our face-off guy. Seth Green is at 68%. He's just a little bull, and he works really hard. He's leading the team. He's already got 69 ground balls at this point in the season. I think he's well on his way to the ground ball record for our team.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, for this year. I mean, we give the award every year. He may end up having more ground balls than anybody else. I know we've got kids who've had 130, 140 ground balls, but almost 70 ground balls 10 games in with 10 more games to go, hopefully. It
starts at the X.
Seth's very competent at that. He's worked hard.
Well,
and it would be also not right to credit the wings. The guys on the wings are a big part of winning the face-offs as well. So it's a team effort. They all work together. Thank you.
Well, we are excited to watch what's going to happen the rest of the way out. Hopefully the goal at the very top there, state championship. I hope we can check that one off before it's all said and done.
Absolutely. Go Warriors.
There you go. Head coach Steve Peterson from Boys Lacrosse. I'm Greg Waddell from Mariemont Sports.com.